Good afternoon, welcome to Fishing for Bees, April 7th. We're hanging 3 traps today, the southern traps. So I'm just gonna go over each trap and we'll do this in 2 videos as far as what I look for when I'm hanging traps. This particular one has caught several times, multiple years in a row. Had 1 year that it didn't catch, but I've been hanging here for several years. It has a lot of things that I look for. So it has a river nearby, which is the Thornapple River. It has several tributaries that empty into that. So it's got a good water supply for bees in the area. Also, it has a highway and railroad tracks. So some man-made things that you wouldn't think that are beneficial, but those are also the highways and the paths that bees use to travel long distances. So if you can hang close to them or power lines, it's always a benefit. This one is not in full sun, so later in the season this will be all full of leaves in the trees and it will not be in full sun. It does get some sun during the day, but not full sun. All this really has, and they're actually not as good as they used to be, as a path. This path continues behind me. So there is some lanes for the bees to travel, but not many. This particular trap here seems to be catching the same genetics year after year. They are nasty girls. So we're gonna go to a trap number 2. All right, so here's trap 2. There is not much as far as highway or railroad tracks, nothing like that. There are some paths and an open field, but again, this one is not facing the big open field. It has a smaller open field that it's facing. We do have some paths for the bees to travel. I'll show you the open field. So pretty good. This one gets a lot of sun, so it's got full sun. Obviously, it's a lot higher. There is a pond on the property for a water source that has caught, but it has had a problem with orphan bees in the past. I believe there's a beekeeper in the area and their bees are close to swarming, and I end up with orphans, but I don't end up with the swarm. So really good height. I do like tree stands as far as putting them up there and leveling them, but it is difficult to get them out sometimes, and sometimes I do lower them with a rope. It just all depends. So I don't like that part, but I do like the height. I do like not having to put a spike in a tree. So a couple other things about all these traps, including the next one I'm going to show you, trap 6. They're intersecting about 2-mile circles. So 2 of these traps could be scouted at the same time by the same swarm. Possibly all 3 could be scouted by the same swarm. They're not in the area of my bee yard. And this one has caught once, as I said, and it's had some problems with orphan bees, but we're still going to give it a chance and see what happens. I do like the security of it. Again, with all my traps, they're on private property. I don't put them on public land. I like them secure. I don't like a bunch of people coming by and walking, such as hiking paths on public land or anything like that. So that's just my preference. I got money in these and I like my equipment. I don't want it missing or people throwing rocks at them or anything like that. So this is trap 2. We're gonna go to trap 6. So the last one for the day, trap 6. This is my backyard. When I hung this trap, it's the trap I had the least amount of confidence in, because it's in the suburbs of Grand Rapids, not Grand Rapids city limits, but it's pretty well populated with homes. It is in a subdivision. It's an older subdivision, so it has a lot of old growth. But it's right next to the highway, right next to the airport. There's railroad tracks and within striking distance of the Thornapple River. Again, all these traps are in the same area. I would call this low agricultural for all of them. Trap 1 and 2 are rural, and then this one I would consider more city. But this thing is 20 feet away from my house, and again, like I said, I had the least amount of confidence in it when I hung it, but it's caught every year. One other thing, this is one that we're using a side entrance on instead of the front entrance. No difference as far as catch rate with positioning of these entrances. The reason why I'm using the side entrance is because I can see it from my window. So it's nice to watch TV and keep an eye on your trap, which is why I hung one here. I always wanted to see a swarm, or I like to keep an eye on a trap. I hung it here thinking I wouldn't have much luck, and I've caught every year. So just to reiterate the things you want to look for, you want to look for bee highways, which are basically power lines, fire prevention cuts, highways, rivers, creeks, railroad tracks, roads. All those are traveled in markers by bees for long distances. So you want to focus on those. You want to focus on water. Obviously, you want to be in an area where you believe there's bees, or if there's confirmed bees. So this is the trap run up for the ones to the south. I have some time to hang the ones to the north. Again, none of these are in, they're 20, 30 miles away from my apiary, so they're not my bees if I catch them in this area, other than the holding yard. But that holding yard is going to be dismantled and moved before swarm season. We're going to take all of them out of here. So yeah, that's the rundown. I hope you got something out of this. There's markers, the things that I look for, and I hope your bees are well. Thanks for watching.